Hi guys, welcome back to the Coffee Hangover Club. Um, it's been a while, I guess. The first, the first podcast I made with Yasmin was back in the second wave, I think, and now we're in the third wave. So we have reached 981 cases today in Brunei. So we are officially in the third wave. Omicron is here, but I don't know. The feeling of fear is not quite the same as it was in the second wave. Mainly because I think I'm tired. I'm just so tired. I just want my life to go back to normal, back to the way it was like pre-COVID days, good old days. Anyways, this morning I woke up. I legit felt like throwing up. I was like inches, like what milliliters away from puking on my bed. I have no idea why. It was weird. It might just be an indicator, I guess, for I don't know, probably health issues. Every time I enter New Year, something weird must happen for the first 2 months at least. Last year was traumatizing, but let's not talk about that. So today I listened to Emma Chamberlain's podcast. For those of you who don't know, Emma Chamberlain is a very successful YouTuber. She's a coffee addict like me, and she owns a coffee company called the Chamberlain Coffee. I was gonna say .com, but yeah, www.chamberlaincoffee.com. So she uploaded something new today. The podcast was called Would You Rather. But today, was it today or was it yesterday? She uploaded it. It was the second part of Would You Rather. So I felt called to do the same. So I think so this is basically what I'm trying to do with this podcast, to do my own version of what would you rather do, or would you rather something. And then I asked my followers on Instagram for some ideas, because I can't think. My brain cannot brain today. The past few weeks haven't been great, so I think it's taken a toll on my brain. So this is me trying to feel like a normal human being again. So yeah, my friends on Instagram did submit a few. Let's check it out. So of course, when you ask your friends for ideas, there will be guaranteed a few trolls, okay, submitting a few of their answers. So one of my friends said, "Would you rather die or die?" Well, to be honest with you, there are days where I would rather die than to go on with my days. However, there are days where I feel so thankful to God for giving me this life, for being able to see all the beautiful things. There are days where I feel so grateful to be me, because I don't think there are people that can see things the way I see things, the way I view things, the beauty that I see in everything around me. It's like you and I can look at the same thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean we see the same thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I thank God for giving me that. And those kind of things make me would rather not want to die, really. And I really look forward to more days like that where I feel most alive, you know. And yeah, I think that's a legit question. Would you rather die or would you rather die? Yeah, actually. Wow, I actually answered that. Bravo. Okay, moving on to the next one. My friend has, oh my god, hi Has, I haven't seen you in ages. My god, it's so hard to see each other now that COVID is here. Has asked me, would you rather revisit the past or visit the future? Like, honestly, this is a hard question. Much harder than the first one, really. Because I know if I revisit the past, given that I am given the ability to change the past, I think I would. In many ways, I would change the past. But then again, if I change the past, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So revisiting the past could possibly make me make a few changes to the past. So that's a bit scary, I think. Because, like, if I change the past, who am I going to be in the present? And the whole thing is going to change, If possible, I would like to visit both so I can see which part that I can change, which part I can improve on. And, maybe make a better future if I can just see the whole thing from the start to the end. Maybe I do have a few regrets in the past. But do I want to change them? I have a few regrets, a few mistakes, but who doesn't, right? And I don't know. I guess I'm happy with the way things are. But then again, if I'm being given the chance to visit the past and the future, and see the parts where I can improve on and make better, why not? So, but then again, the question asks me to choose just one. I guess I would revisit the past and tell myself to invest in Bitcoin at 5 years old. I'm kidding. Well, maybe I can just advise myself to go invest in Bitcoin in like 2012 when it was like only like 10 cents. Maybe I would be a millionaire by now, or billionaire, who knows. But then that's not possible. So what can we do? We'll just focus on the future. Although the future looks very, very bleak, one must have hope. Okay, the next one. I got a troll submission from my friend. She asked me if I would rather bite or swallow. Girl, I don't do both. Okay, moving on to this escalated rather quickly, actually. The other question, the other submission is, would you pray or be prayed upon? Or the original submission was sembayang atau kada sembayangkan. Actually, we need both. Yeah, to be honest, I would, even if I prayed full time, in the tinggal sembayang, and when the time comes, I do need to be prayed on. So I need both, I guess. I would rather do both. The other one is, would you rather be skinny fat or fat muscular? This is so tough. Is it physically or like in terms of health? Because being skinny fat is like you being skinny, but your stamina is like a fat person, you know. It's either that or being physically big, but muscular, or being muscular. I've seen a person who is fat muscular, so they're really buff, but I think their endurance is not really that great. I guess I would rather be skinny fat. It's much easier to work on rather than being fat muscular. Plus, I'm small. What would I look like if I were fat muscular? I would look like a Lego man. Like, I would look like a brick. So I'd rather be skinny fat. Thank you very much. Okay, the next one is, would you rather deny addiction or would you rather confront it? I am a very self-aware. I'm a very self-aware person, and if there are things that are not in harmony with my being, that are out of the norm, I would actually address it to myself. Okay, so I would very much rather confront it rather than deny it, because denying it wouldn't actually do anything. It wouldn't solve anything, and it would only create more problems. But then this is only happens to me internally, but externally, to other people, it would be a different story, because there are a lot of things are at risk. So I guess with other people, I would usually deny addiction. I do not confront it. I do not address it. I do not acknowledge it with other people. But with myself, I do a self-reflection. I do self-evaluation, almost all the time. So it's just something that I work on with myself, internally. Yep. So yes, I would rather confront it with myself, but not with other people. And another one is, would you die of thirst or would you die of hunger? Honestly, I can handle hunger. I rarely get thirsty, but I know the pain, it just hits different with thirst compared to hunger. Like, I can manage my hunger, but when I'm thirsty, I would just chug down a bottle of water in one go, man. Like, don't try me. So I guess being deprived of water or any kind of liquid, actually, any type of drink, it's more painful, more tormenting, I guess. And that I imagine that being without it for a long time would just be a total hell. But then again, I don't know how the feeling is of dying of thirst or dying of hunger or just dying in general. I just from what I've experienced, being deprived of drink is really more tormenting compared to hunger. So I imagine that dying of thirst is worse. So I guess I would rather die of hunger, I guess. Yeah. Do I have another choice? Well, that's it, I guess. Those are all the submissions. I did not leave out any, so it's just a few. Actually, they're still trying to think of something. It's only been a few hours, but I felt like doing this podcast a bit early and finish a bit early today. I am so sorry, guys, but I think you can hear the TV from outside my room. My parents are putting it on full blast. It's RTB, by the way, so I think it's a drama. So if it sounds violent, yeah, I think they're fighting or something. I mean the scene on RTB, okay? Yeah, this is like a short update for the Coffee Hangover Club. I promise I will come up with something fresh, I guess. But really, Emma's podcast today really inspired me to do the same. So yeah, it's not as great as hers, but this is my take on it. This is how I do it. I am still trying to improve this podcast, trying to be more lively, I guess. It's hard to put your personality in voice, I guess. It's much harder than it looks, and I keep on making this sound. I don't know why. I'm listening to this back. I'm so annoyed. I'm so sorry if I annoy you, but I'm trying to not do that again in the next podcast. If you're visiting the YouTube channel and see that the channel is empty, I made it that way because I'm trying to go through again the previous podcast. So I will make them public again in the near future, I guess, when I have finished studying them and find the areas that I need to improve on. I know it's quite obvious. It's quite obvious, all the parts that I need to work on in the previous podcast and this podcast too, by the way. So I really there it is again. I made another sound. Oh my god, so annoying. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm actually lying on my bed right now, just being so lazy. But I guess I did come up with the content. Yay! After how many months? So yeah, I'll come up with a new one soon. Okay. Until the next time. Toodaloo.